Hi guys, and welcome to the video. So this is a quick deck that I've thrown together based on the new card that was released, Madoc. So this reminds me a little bit of when they released Alzul. The community just went wild with creating all these decks built around Alzul, and you know, Alzul had that really unique ability, and I'd say Madoc has a really cool, really unique ability, and I think we're probably going to see quite a few decks just built around this card. I've thrown one around, I've made one, sorry, that's just completely built around the idea of bombs, because Madoc's ability, whenever you play a bomb card, summon this card from your deck or graveyard to a random allied row. And then his order ability is spawn Cataclysm for one turn on the opposite row, then destroy self. So Cataclysm is at the start of the owner's turn, split 3 damage randomly between units on that row. So basically, if you keep playing bombs, Madoc will just keep popping out of your graveyard, popping out of your deck, and then if you're getting lucky with, because he summons to a random allied row, if you're getting lucky, he's lining up perfectly with your enemy's units. So yeah, I've built a deck purely built around bombs and sort of some special card synergy, a bit of movement to help out as well. So we've got Guerrilla Tactics, so that allows us to move 3 of our own units or 3 enemy units. And then our top card is a Vernosirial. Basically, we're not actually playing any Elven Deadeyes in the deck, so there's no synergy with Elven Deadeyes. So we're not using the melee ability whatsoever. We only got her in the deck for the range row, which gives you 11 points, which means you're always losing your value playing on the range row. But when I was deck building, I just had this 1 unit and 12 provisions needed. It is basically the only card that fit into it. So there's no synergies with the rest of the deck, but it's just a nice point slam to win a round or to get back ahead in a round. Sometimes you do just need to play like a unit card. It's just like bam, place down Vernosirial. So that's why she's here. Then we've got Dragon's Dream. So Dragon's Dream is our first bomb card. Basically the most powerful bomb card in the game. At the end of your owner's turn, when timer expires, damage all units in this row by 3. So it's our first bomb card, so you play Dragon's Dream, it's going to bring out Madoc, and then yeah, it does a lot of damage if you line up your opponent's units, which is why I'm playing Scoia'tael for Guerrilla Tactics, just so that we get the value out of Dragon's Dream, and we've got some other movement cards as well to help us get consistent value out of that card. Then we've got Triss Telekinesis. Create and play a bronze special card from either player's starting deck. This is to get more bombs, as we'll see later on. We're playing a lot of special cards, so it's going to be pretty random which card you get. So sometimes you're not going to get the card you want, sometimes you are going to get the card you want, but it's just for more bombs and for more special cards. Got a Gura True Form. Create and play a special card from any faction. Super random, super RNG heavy card. when you get a good special card, it's awesome. When you don't, it's awful. But it's again for special cards, and for who knows, you might even get a bomb. Then we've got Morale. Poison enemy unit and melee poison enemy unit. This is just a solid, very solid card when it first released, and still is even after they added the melee nerf to it. But the reason I put this in the card is because we got Devil's Puffball, which is poison an enemy unit, but the death blow is damage units adjacent to it by 3, and it's also a bomb. So the idea is to poison an enemy unit with morale, and then rather than use his order ability on the same card, you use a Devil's Puffball, right? And then if your morale doesn't get dealt with, you've also got the order ability, so you can poison something else and use your second Devil's Puffball. So you're destroying a unit with the poison, and then if things are lined up nicely, you're also dealing 3 damage to adjacent units. Because you're playing bombs, you're also getting your Madoc out. And the problem is that your morale can get dealt with, in which case your Devil's Puffball might brick, and then you also need to be actually drawing your morale and both your Devil's Puffball basically. So there's a high chance this combo is going to brick, but when you pull it off, it's absolutely amazing. But I feel like there's a way to make this a bit more consistent. I feel like the deck needs like another poison card, just in case you draw one Puffball and you just need to poison something and then use your Puffball, but then if you only draw one Puffball and your morale, then you're losing a bit of value on your second morale poison. So it's not great, but it's just, you know, this Devil's Puffball is a card I've always liked. Never see it played, but like when it works really well. And then we've got Nivelin. This is move 3 adjacent units to the other row. The only reason I've got this in the deck is to synergize with Dragon's Dream, so you might need to use your leader ability somewhere else. So this is to just get all the value you possibly can out of Dragon's Dream. Then we've got Johnny and Sarah. In the gameplay I'm about to show, I wasn't playing Sarah, but I've since changed the deck to include Sarah, because these just synergize with special cards, and we're playing a lot of special cards. So Johnny is dealing 2 damage, Sarah is boosting a random allied unit by 2. So Johnny is great with like your damage being dealt by Madoc and your other bombs in the game. And yeah, so they just perfectly fit into the deck. Just so many special cards we're playing, so it just seemed natural to have Johnny and Sarah. As I said, I wasn't playing Sarah originally, but I think she makes a lot of sense. And then we've got Sage, 2 Sages, basically for the same reason as Johnny and Sarah. We just got a lot of special cards. These guys are just boosted by 2 for every special card. So yeah, you're placing down 1 or 2 of these, Johnny and Sarah, maybe both in a round, just to get all the extra value you possibly can out of all your special cards. And all your special cards, of course, are bombs. So this is the fun part of the deck. It's just all the bronze bombs. So I've got Dancing Star, which you never see played because it's really not that good. You've got damage an enemy unit by 3, and Death Blow damage the unit to the right by 1 less. And so the max value you get out of Dancing Star is going to be 6. Worst case scenario you get 3, which for a 5 cost card is just really not that great. But when you do pull it off, it's just really satisfying. And again, it's just synergizing with your special cards and your Madoc, of course. And there's quite a lot of damage in this deck, so you can line it up to get the value out of it. But a little bit inconsistent. Then we've got Northern Wind, damage unit by 4, Death Blow, banish it. So there's quite a few cards in the game where being able to banish it is an added bonus. It's only if you get the Death Blow on it, of course. Otherwise it's just another bomb dealing 4 damage. Then we've got Moon Dust, which purifies and then damages an enemy unit by 4. This is really great on shielded units and dealing with a defender, getting rid of vitality possibly. mostly shielded units and defenders. You could also get rid of Veil on a unit, but there's not really a lot of value in doing that really. But this has its moments. Moondust really does have its moments. Then we've got Red Haze, which is a very interesting card. Choose an enemy unit, then damage one adjacent enemy unit by its power. This either works brilliantly or it's awful. You can do some really great things with this card. You can also just get barely any value out of it at all. I'm only playing one just because it is inconsistent a lot of the time, but when it works well. Then the final bomb we've got is making a bomb. So this is move an enemy unit to the other row, give it bleeding 4, and then if it's the only unit on that row, damage it by 4 instead. This is a Scoia'tael only bomb, so that's another reason why I played Scoia'tael, was to get making a bomb to fill in that 4 cost provision slot. So this is actually a great card for this deck because it's a bomb. It's got the movement as well, so that just maybe saves you a leader charge or something by using that instead. So yeah, don't underestimate making a bomb. It's pretty good. And then to finish off the deck, we've got 2 bomb heavers. Damage an enemy unit by 1, but if you have a bomb in hand, which it's very likely you can have a bomb in hand, damages by 3 instead. Still not that great, but it's like the only other bomb synergy apart from Madoc himself is bomb heaver, so you just simply have to include bomb heaver in this deck. And then to round it off, we've got Dol Blafana Bomber. Damage 2 random enemy units by 2, and the reason she's in the deck is because she's a bomber, and the animations of her chucking 2 bombs and stuff like that doesn't actually synergize with bombs at all. It just goes along with the theme. So yeah, she rounds us out. So yeah, you get the idea. You're playing bombs to get as much value out of Madoc as possible. You got your special synergy cards to go along with your bombs, and then you've got your morale and your Devil's Puffball combo. You've then got Dragon's Dream combined with Nivelin and Guerrilla Tactics, and then the only thing that's standing by itself in this deck is Vermociel, and that's just a point slam when you need it, and at the moment I'm just playing Tactical Advantage. So yeah, that's the deck. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit inconsistent sometimes. I've been having a lot of fun with it in casual. I've not yet taken it into ranked. I do want to take it into ranked, see how well we do, because in casual we've been getting some pretty convincing victories with it. Sometimes it's really close, and sometimes your Madoc gets dealt with, he gets locked or banished, or Yennefer's Invocation on him. There's a few ways to deal with the Madoc, but even without Madoc, it's really funny to just win with all these bombs and bomb themed cards. So yeah, I got some gameplay highlights. Hope you enjoy the video.
Not your lucky day.
Peter Piper built a Prince Proximo pack of pickle peppers by the Buntar.
He's up to something. We ought to be up to something, too.
Let us see.
This could hurt.
Your humble servant.
How dare you! Emperor Sovereign, your Emperor! My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face depicted thereon.
Do you honestly think you can catch me? You fool!
Barbarians all!
The senses can be fooled easily. The shame I have.
Enough! Let us finish this! History shall remember the armed being!
How can I help?
There's a nice ring to it. Thanks for the offer, but I prefer to create my own company. I must re-examine the manuscripts.
War is no game, not to be taken lightly.
listening. Listen to me sing, damn it.
Aim between the eyes! Leave none alive!
Let's get this over with.
Do I look like a smudger to you?
I must re-examine the manuscripts.
Not today! Zima tomorrow! Scheiß! Im Zwei!
You go on ahead. I think I'm needed here.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
6 or 4, I never miss. Even at full count.
Hen Ikea. Ted Dayred is nigh.
Scheiß! In 2! Scheiß! And I shall treat you as such. Scurry away, or it's too late.
For the great sun!
Enough! Let us finish this.
Death can come where blood does not.
Flog them into submission. Follow me!
Rules are for those who would otherwise incinerate themselves.
fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickled peppers by the puntar.
We have done it now. Ha ha! Leave it to us! Yes, that would fit perfectly. Admiral and Chef.
Stolen from us.
seriously?
Let us sing the song of steel!
Was it so ploughing crummy in Nilfgaard?
This could hurt.
To play with my prey, I enjoy that.
Humans are scum. I prefer elves, dwarves, pixies even.
Death can come where blood does not.
Just one more feather, and we're done. You see? Not only dream perfection. Look what the werecat dragged in.